Aokigahara is Japan's creepiest and haunted forest, is located at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan. It has a dark history of people spending their last day there, paranormal encounters, and eerie occurrences that have terrified visitors and investigators alike. The forest is dense and unnervingly silent, as the thick trees block out most sunlight and absorb sound, creating an eerie, otherworldly atmosphere. The mysterious reappearance of Takashi Ito. Year 1989, Disappearance. 1994, Reappearance. In 1989, a 39-year-old Japanese businessman, Takashi Ito, was struggling financially and dealing with crippling debt. One night, after leaving a note for his family, he drove to Aokigahara, abandoning his car in a parking lot near the forest entrance. Search efforts were conducted, but no trace of him was found. Like many others before him, it was assumed he had taken his own life somewhere deep within the forest. Years passed, and his family moved on, believing he was dead. In 1994, 5 years after his disappearance, Takashi suddenly walked into his family home, alive. He was wearing the same clothes from the day he vanished. His physical appearance was unchanged, as if no time had passed for him. He had no memory of where he had been for the past 5 years. When asked what happened, he claimed he had only been gone for a few hours and was confused as to why his family was crying and in shock. Many believe he experienced a time slip or was taken by spirits in the forest. Others think he entered another dimension and somehow returned unaged and unaware of the time he lost. In 1973, Akiko Fujiwara, a 24-year-old college student, was part of a group hiking through Aokigahara as part of a university research project. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they discovered an abandoned tent, surrounded by personal belongings that looked untouched for years. As night fell, Akiko separated from the group to take some photographs and felt an overwhelming sense of dread. She then noticed a woman dressed in a white kimono standing among the trees, her face obscured by long black hair. When Akiko tried to approach, the woman vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a faint, lingering scent of perfume. The next morning, Akiko woke up with bruises on her arms, as if someone had grabbed her. The film from her camera showed strange distortions and ghostly figures, even though no one else was there. The abandoned tent was later identified as belonging to a missing woman from 1961 who had taken her own life in the forest. Many believe Akiko encountered the tormented spirit of a woman who died in Aokigahara, forever trapped between worlds. The Cursed Doll of Aokigahara. In 2003, a paranormal investigator named Kenji Yamamoto ventured into Aokigahara to document its hauntings and eerie occurrences. While exploring a particularly dense section of the forest, he stumbled upon a weathered, decayed doll with its eyes gouged out. The doll had red stains on its mouth and body, as if it had been used in a ritual. Yamamoto took the doll with him, despite the warnings from his guide, who insisted it was cursed. The night after taking the doll home, Yamamoto heard scratching sounds coming from inside his house, but no source was found. His camera equipment, which contained footage of the forest, mysteriously malfunctioned, erasing all files. He began having horrific nightmares of a woman whispering in his ear, telling him to return the doll to Aokigahara. The activity only stopped when he returned the doll to the forest and performed a Shinto cleansing ritual. Locals believe cursed objects left in Aokigahara retain the spirits of the dead, and those who take them out suffer dire consequences. The Lost Hiker Who Followed the Voices. In 2012, Hiroshi Tanaka, a 32-year-old Japanese tourist, decided to explore Aokigahara alone. Despite warnings from locals, he ignored the safety guidelines and wandered deep into the forest without marking his path. As he ventured further, he began hearing voices calling his name. Assuming it was another hiker, he followed the sound, but the deeper he went, the more distorted and unnatural the voices became. Suddenly, he felt a sharp push from behind, causing him to fall forward. When he turned around, no one was there. As he desperately tried to find his way back, he noticed several nooses hanging from the trees, swaying despite the absence of wind. His compass spun wildly, making it impossible to navigate. Eventually, he found a marked trail and escaped, but he later developed recurring nightmares of unseen hands pulling him back into the forest. Many believe the spirits of those who perished in Aokigahara lure the living deeper into the woods, ensuring they never return. The disappearance of Masato Fuji. In 1987, a respected 45-year-old schoolteacher named Masato Fuji vanished after telling his colleagues he planned to take a trip to Mount Fuji. His car was later found abandoned at the edge of Aokigahara with a farewell note inside. A search team scoured the area, but no body was ever found. However, over the years, multiple hikers reported seeing a ghostly figure resembling Masato wandering through the forest, muttering unintelligibly. In 1999, a hiker took a photo in Aokigahara and later noticed a transparent figure standing among the trees. It bore an eerie resemblance to Masato Fuji. Some say he is still searching for a way out, unaware he has already passed away. This is one of the many cases where the spirit of a lost soul seemingly remains trapped in Aokigahara forever. Aokigahara remains one of the most haunted locations in the world, with countless reports of ghostly apparitions, mysterious disappearances, and supernatural phenomena. Whether caused by restless spirits, paranormal forces, or psychological influences, the eerie encounters in this forest continue to terrify those who dare to enter. Would you explore Aokigahara alone at night? Or do you believe its haunted reputation is well earned? Please let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.